this lesson, we're going to look at packet switching in the IGCSE Cambridge unit. So to start with packet switching, if you want to send a file that's about 3 megabytes across the internet, the file will be broken into small packets of bytes, 512 bytes. Each of those packets is going to be made of 3 different things. So we will have a packet header, payload, and a trailer. For the packet header will include the destination IP address, the sender's IP address, and the packet number. It's like the front of a letter. And then it will also have the payload, which is also made of the actual data that's being carried. So whatever you're actually sending, that's the actual data that's going to be part of the payload. And then it will also have the trailer, which marks the end of the packet. Now the trailer can also determine where a packet ends and another begins as well. So it performs error checking as well. Now the reason why we use packets is smaller packets are easy to control than a single long stream of data, especially when a packet gets corrupted or is lost during transmission. And also the different packets can then take different routes to the destination, and it will take the most suitable route. However, the disadvantages though is packets require a lot of reconstructions. So once they reach the destination, they have to be reordered. Now here is an exam question on this. So you can pause the video and then you'll see the answer. Okay, so we'll go through the answer now. Now the answer to this one here says state 3 items of data that would be contained in a packet header. Now those are the 3 that we just covered, which were the destination IP address, sender's IP address, and a packet number as well. So those 3 things are contained in there. Now another question they asked is, what is the structure of a data packet? Now when they ask you about the structure, you can talk about all of them. So that includes the header, payload, and trailer. But because it's 4 marks, it's good to also explain what's inside each one. So here, if you've explained that we've got the header, which contains the IP address of the destination, as well as the payload trailer, you will get full marks. Well, you can also mention what's inside each of those as well. So if you've included what's inside the payload, what's inside the trailer, you would get the mark as well. So the questions keep getting repeated again and again every single year. So the more of those exam questions you practice, the better you will be at this. Okay, now how does packet switching actually work? So we split the data packet. So stage 1 is the data is split into small packets. Like you can see an image here, it's broken down into small packets. Now after it's broken down into small packet, each packet can then take is given a destination and source IP address. This is part of the header, and is also given a sequence number, which is also part of the header. Now this sequence number will allow them to be reassembled in the correct order once they arrive at the destination. Now each packet can then take their own route towards the destination. Routers will be the ones that control the route each packet takes. Now, because of this, because we're sending a lot of different packets, they may arrive out of order depending on congestions. So packets will then be reordered once the last packet has arrived. So all of the packets need to arrive before they start the reordering process. Okay, so this is a summary of what we've just covered on packet switching. So the advantages of packet switching then is you do not need to tie up a single communication channel because they all take different routes. Depending on congestions, they do not need to tie up a single communication channel. You can also achieve high data transmission rates as well as overcome busy or faulty lines. However, the disadvantages though is packets can become lost and will need to be reordered and need to be resent if any of the packets is lost or gets corrupted during transmission. and there could be delays because of that as well. Here is an exam question which you can do. So you can pause the video, have a go at it, and then you'll see the answers. So for this one, data is broken down into packets. A data packet has a packet header, which contains the number and the destination IP address. So the packet number and destination IP address. Each packet could then take a different path from the senders through the receiver. This is controlled by the routers. And packets may arrive out of order. So once the last packet has arrived, the packets are reordered. Now in 2023 June, they've also asked this question about explain how the file is transmitted using packet switching. So they want you to write it all yourself this time. And here is the mark scheme for that. So data is broken and split into packets. Each packet take a different route. A router controls the route, and then they will take the shortest path available. And they may also arrive out of order. And once the last packet has arrived, packets will then be reordered. Now anything in bold is compulsory, so you have to say, for example, data is either broken, split, or divided. If you don't say any of that, you may not get the mark, so be very careful. There are a lot more questions on this PowerPoint, which you will be able to access alongside the mark scheme on dbtutors.com/courses.html. So here you'll be able to access that. So if you just go on DB Tutors, click on Computer Science, and you will see that in data transmission right there. You'll be able to find the PowerPoint alongside the mark scheme and the exam questions.